Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudriye Astaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate chapter1-sloka Bhagavate Bhavati Naistike Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langeti Girim Yatkrupatam Vande Shri Gurunde Natarinam Paramananda Madhava Shri Chaitanya Ishvara Hari Om Tatsat. Reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is. Continuation of Bhagavad Gita sloka recitation and explanations. Translation purport given by Abhay Chanar in the Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So after a very long time, due to some spiritual yatras, I was not able to continue Bhagavad Gita's recitation of slokas and explanations, starting from chapter 1. We have completed till 12 slokas. Now we are going to see 13, 14, etc. So Hare Krishna to everyone, and I hope you all are having good health and you are all safety with the grace of Lord Krishna and all other Vaishnavas. So I humbly request, may the Lordships Radha Banke Rai and Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Krishna Balram bless you in shower blessings on all of you, so that you can have a very good spiritual journey in your future life. Hare Krishna. So let us start. Let us recite the Bhagavad Gita sloka. Tata Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 1, sloka 13. Tata sankasya bheryascha panavanaka gomukha sahasya abhyanyata sa sabdastumalo bhavat. Meaning word by word. Tata thereafter, Shankai counsels, Cha also, Perya large drums, Cha and Panaka, Panava Anaka small drums and kettle drums, Gomukha, Hans, Sahasa all of a sudden, Eva suddenly, Abhaya Anyanta were simultaneously sounded. Sa, that Sabda, combined sound. Tumultuous. Abhavat, became. Translation given by Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. After that, the consoles, drums, bugles, trumpets, and horns were all suddenly sounded. All the combined sound was tumultuous. So we have seen in the previous slokas that how Duryodhana was inspiring, reminding and showing his political ability, showing his political talents, tactics, techniques, whatnot, so many things, so that Bhishma Bhishma should not slide down towards Pandavas, or favorable towards, or show mercy, courtesy towards Pandavas. That was his main intention. That is why he was focusing. He was throwing light on the throwing light and reminding Bhishma Dev that At any cost, he should not uh, help or contribute any of his fabulous and amazing and powerful services of Bhishma to the Pandavas. That was his main intention, so that Bhishma should be reminded that he is very honest, and he will not, um, he will stick on to his words. He will not deviate from his statements, or he will not deviate from his dharma shastras. That was the main goal, or that was the main uh, intention of Duryodhana. So Duryodhana was, as we have already seen in the previous slokas, he is politically very able-minded, and very rigid kind of heart is rock stone, we can say. His heart is like rock stone. So he doesn't have any sort of a religious or Vaishnava's compassion, and he was only having a passion. He was not having a compassion. He was so passionate. Somehow or other, he should get coronated in this Kuru dynasty. That was his main intention. So from this we can understand that we should never have that sort of a attitude, that sort of a um, political agenda, that we should become a king, and the thing which should go to the others, or go to our cousins or brothers, friends, relatives, Vaishnavas, devotees. We should be always judicial, we should be always honest. So, and we should be always merciful, compassion. We should not deviate from our religious principles at all, at any cost. We should be always devoted. We should always have qualities of a Vaishnava, because Vaishnava is beyond Brahmana. As all we know, Vaishnava is dukkha paradukhi. He always cares, he always considers, he always concerns for others' pains, others' uh, whatnot, what are the others' chaos, and others' difficulties. So that sort of a quality Vaishnava will have. You can see so many examples like Sanatana Goswamis, Rupa Goswami, and why is so much, why so older? We can come to the recent things also, like Srila Prabhupada and Prabhupada's disciples. They are so compassionate towards the living entities, towards jivas. Somehow or other, they want to pull jivas from this uh, material garbage, we can say, or we can say this hellish hellish realm in earthly planet. uh, we are struggling, we are suffering and whatnot, by having repetition of birth and death cycle. So somehow or other, by Lord's mercy or Vaishnava's mercy, we got this human birth. So we should not waste this human life. So it is very, very rare. In Gita, Krishna says, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Gnanavan Ma Prapadyante Vasudeva Sarvamitim Samahatma Sudurlubha. Such as souls are very great. Those Bahunam, after so many births and deaths, Bahunam Janmanante, Gnanavan, after so many births and deaths, somehow or other will approach some Vaishnava or spiritual master, and we will come to know the enlightenment. So, we'll have that Gnanodaya. So what sort of enlightenment? That Vasudeva is cause of all causes. So that sort of souls, that sort of personalities are very rare. So somehow or other we have seldomly got this human birth. So why we should waste this human life? After Jalaja Navalakshayani in Padma Purana also it says, after the so much of evolutionary process, uh, at last we get this human type of birth, because humans are very less in number, because we have only 4 lakhs varieties, not 4 lakhs, 4 lakhs varieties. But aquatics and all those are called 9 lakhs varieties, and insects also 10 to 12 lakhs varieties, plants, animals. After this cow birth, after that human birth, after this evolutionary process only we will be promoted to human life. So better not miss this opportunity. Let's avail this opportunity. Let's contribute how much ever we can do it, how much ever it is possible for us to serve Lord and his devotees. So that was not the intention of Duryodhana. So we all have that sort of intention like Duryodhana, and every human by nature we have that because of bad association. So let's have sadhu sangha. Let's not discuss about prajalpa. Let's always hope for the best and leave the rest to Krishna. So after blowing all the concerts, drums, bugles, and other instruments and then horns were all suddenly sounded simultaneously. All this um, noise, or all this sound has, all this noise has sounded, I mean all this voice has come suddenly, simultaneously. So it was very tumultuous. So to hear it was so great, um, because it was a combined sound. That is why it was tumultuous. So in the next sloka 14th, let's see 14th what Krishna says. Tata sveter hayer yukte mahati shandane stito Madhava Pandavaschaiva Divyashanka Pradadmatu Tata, meaning Tata thereafter, Svetai with white high horses, Yukte being yoked, Mahati in a great, Shandane chariot, Stito situated, Madhava Krishna the husband of goddess of fortune, Pandava Arjuna the son of Pandu, Cha also, Eva certainly, Divyo transcendental, Shanko consuls, Pradadmuta sounded. Translation given by Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. On the other side, both Lord Krishna and Arjuna, stationed on a great chariot drawn by white horses, sounded their transcendental counsels. In contrast with the counsel blown by Bhishmadev, the counsels in the hands of Krishna and Arjuna are described as transcendental. So the sounding of the transcendental counsels indicated that there was no hope of victory for the other side, because Krishna was on the side of the Pandavas. So when Bhishma blown the counsels on the one side, and the other side, Arjuna and Krishna, Lord Krishna also uh, stationed on a great chariot drawn by white horses, sounded their transcendental counsels. Here, Arjuna's and Krishna's counsels as explained as transcendental. So the meaning of transcendental is divyam. In Sanskrit it is called divyam, means it is trans. Trans means it is beyond material opulences, beyond material nature, beyond material world. That is called a divyam. And it is at any cost. It cannot be influenced. It cannot be touched by any material potencies. Though Lord Krishna and other Nitya Siddhas come down from the spiritual planet to the material planet or material world, they are not at all influenced, they are not at all dominated by any modes of material nature, or they are not affected, or they are not at all they are unaffected by three kleshas. So that's the speciality of spiritual world. That is the speciality of Vaikuntha. That is the speciality of Goloka Vrindavan. So we all should uh, put our endeavors in this Kali Yuga to go for Goloka Vrindavan or Vaikuntha. Goloka Vrindavana is the topmost realm in Vaikuntha. And as I already said, Vaikuntha means no anxiety, no fights, no birth, no death, no old age, no disease, no pandemic there, no virus there, nothing is there. We are unaffected. We are totally in uh, in service with the lordships. So that's why everyone should try to uh, get aware of this spiritual education or signs of lordships, signs of Krishna, so that they will know the value of human life and how we are connected to what is our relationship with Krishna, what is our relationship with the Lord, how one can utilize in a greatest manner of this human life. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in Chaitanya Charitamrita that one who has taken a life in Bharatavarsha, he is really very, very fortunate. He is really Bhagyavan. So he says if one has taken birth in Bharatavarsha, he should reform, he should purify himself, he should study all the scriptures, and he should distribute these Shastras, he should distribute this Krishna consciousness to one and all. So that's his prime duty. That's his. He should be dedicated, and he should not be saturated at one point. He should go on distributing the holy names. Go on distributing the glories of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. So each and every soul in this place of Hosur, Krishnagiri district, Tamil Nadu, everyone should wake up. This is a wake up call. This is a wake up. This is an alarm. So we should all strive for the best spiritual journey, so that no disease or no anarthas, no unwanted things will influence us. So in this sloka, when Krishna and Arjuna blowed their conches, it was so transcendental, because another name of Krishna is Madhava. Madhava means the wife of the husband of Madhavi. Madhavi means the another name of goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi. So one thing it reminded me after chanting the name of Lakshmi Mata, when when everyone celebrates the Lakshmi Puja, during that occasion, so many people does commit this mistake of worshipping Lakshmi alone, keeping all the opulence, coins, and other currency notes. It's a great offense. It is for your kind information. Please Don't keep Lakshmi alone. Keep Lakshmi Narayana, Sita Ram, Lakshmi Narasimha, Lakshmi Narayana with always with her husband, always with her consort. Both should be there because the Lakshmi herself, all the time, she's serving the lotus feet of Krishna. All the time, she's serving the lotus feet of Krishna. So you can easily understand that Lakshmi is also the greatest devotee, consort, praise, wife, and Dharma Patni, and the great servant of Lord Krishna or Lord Narayana, however you like, however you wish. So Lakshmi should not be worshipped alone. No Lakshmi Puja should be performed without Narayana, without Krishna, or you can keep Radha and Krishna, Radha Govinda, and Lakshmi Narayana, Lakshmi Narasimha, Sita Ram. Always Lakshmi should be accompanied by her husband. So this is for your kind information, so that the next Lakshmi festival comes, please keep Narayana, please keep Narasimha. So you should not worship alone, because it is like worshipping uh, like Ravana, like how Ravana worshipped Lakshmi Devi or Sita Devi. So Ravana wants to enjoy the beauty of Sita Devi. So Ravana never realized that he is going to become ashes if if he wants to enjoy Sita Mata, who is the spiritual mother of the whole universe, of the whole of all the Brahmandas. So he was totally, um, what can I say? Uh, he was totally he was totally ignorant, or he was talent enough to understand that, but still, he's because of his lusty activities, he was not able to control his senses. That is why one should control the senses. One should try to control the senses. Senses means the five senses: eyes, nose, tongue, ears, and skin. These should be controlled. So one cannot control these senses, but one can engage these senses in different activities by serving Lord and His devotees. Like eyes, Lord has given these two eyes to see the form of the Lord, and nose should be she is given to smell the flowers offered to the Lord, and the mouth is given to glorify or chant the holy names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and also to honor the prasadam which is offered to the Lord. Sanctified food it is called. And the skin should always uh, touch the tulsi plant, so that will become purified. And we should always worship Tulsi Mata by circumlating 3 times every day, by offering 3 times water to Tulsi Maharani, by reciting or chanting the prayers of Tulsi Maharani. All these things you will come to know if you come to our centers, our ISKCON centers. They will train you how to chant the holy name of the Lord, and why we should chant the holy names of the Lord, and what while chanting what we should do, really what we should do. So one should chant the holy names of the Lord. By hearing the holy names of the Lord, we should chant. We should not get deviated while chanting. We should not deviate while reading Shastras. So devotional service is chanting means Krishna is very much present before you. That you should keep it in mind always. He is very much present, because there is no difference between Krishna and his names. So that is why Krishna is called Madhava. Madhava means the wife, the husband of Madhavi. That is why he is called Madhava. So always when you are worshipping Krishna, Lakshmi will automatically come. Spontaneously she will come. But Lord knows how much he should give to this particular soul, to this particular person. Only that much he will give. Because he knows beyond this there is some danger. if he earns more than this. That is why he always restricts us. So when you have more uh, haunting for earning Lakshmi and money, then one day it's going to um, doom your spiritual life. It will be detrimental to your spiritual life. So and also it is one more line is prominent here. Jayastu Pandu Putranam Yesham Pakshe Janardana. This also you should always remember and understand that wherever there is Janardana, wherever there is Janardana, wherever Janardana, another name of Krishna is called Janardana. Wherever is Janardana, there will be always victory. Wherever the Janardana is not there, always miseries. Always miseries. That you should keep it in mind. Why we are suffering in our life, why difficulties are coming to our life, why reversals are coming to your life, always we are not interested in devotion service. We are not showing keen interest. We are not showing, we are not having a sincerity and seriousness in chanting the holy names of the Lord. We are not taking up Krishna consciousness seriously. That is why Janardana will not be there. Janardana comes to our heart. That is why Rath Yatra, Jagannath Rath Yatras are done in all over the world, because we are pulling Jagannath to our heart. That is the meaning of the Rath Yatra. We are pulling Jagannath to our heart. Like how gopis, in the gopis of Vrindavan, they were pulling Krishna and taking Krishna from Kurukshetra to Vrindavan. So that's how our mood should be. That's our mission should be. That's how our goal should be. So that may say here in Prabhupada, in purport also it is by understanding that concepts are transcendental, then one can easily come to know that the victory is with Pandavas. The victory is Pandavas, because wherever Krishna is there, as it is told by Krishna himself in last sloka of this Bhagavad Gita. I think it is 1875 or 1876. 1878. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Tatra Partho Dhanurdarya Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir Dhruvaniti Matir Mama. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna. Wherever there is Krishna, wherever the Yogeshwara Krishna is there, wherever Dhanurdari Arjuna is there, one who is very clever, or one is very intelligent in prayog, in operating Dhanurdari, the bow and will, the ambu, the carrier of the bow and arrow. There is opulence, there is a victory, and there is exceptional power and morality. That is my opinion, Krishna says. So that is why one should always. So if you want to have Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yogesh Krishna, yes, Yogeshwara Krishna and Dhanurdari Arjuna, one should buy Bhagavad Gita as it is. One should read Bhagavad Gita as it is. If one cannot understand Bhagavad Gita as it is, one should approach the proper spiritual master. If one cannot approach proper spiritual master, so one can approach the assistants, one can approach the devotees, one who knows about this, one who is well versed in this Bhagavad Gita as